gentlemen. Hey, Johnny and Jeff, what you gonna do?
We're gonna do a little singing for you.
Oh, you can't sing.
Hell we can.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Rhodes, Jeff Pharion.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. What is happening here? Oh, no. Something's going on. It's not quite clear. Somebody turn on the lights. We're gonna have a party, party. We got by the first one, buddy.
Mr. Personality.
Johnny Rhodes.
Johnny Rhodes.
He's a natural comedian and is just as funny off stage as on.
Thank you so very, very much for being here. I've already had a couple meltdowns. I've been walking around here in tears, so please forgive me. But I just can't thank you enough, and Jeff and Eddie, for putting this together. And so anyhow, a lot of people have been asking questions about where I've been, et cetera, et cetera. Well, now I live in Daytona Beach, my wife Kathy and I. And as you know, has anybody ever been to Daytona Beach and seen NASCAR or anything like that? Yeah. It's fascinating town, it is. Because you have senior citizens, and you have the bikers, of course. It's Biketoberfest. Yeah. And then, of course, you have spring break. A lot of young honeys around. Oh. Well, anyhow, I saw this senior citizen. Now, when I say senior citizen, I'm talking like 70 years old, you know, about 10 years older than me. And so,
stop it.
And so he's walking on the beach. He's walking down the beach kind of early in the morning, and a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous young lady, probably about 20 years old, about 40 years younger than me. And as she's walking, as they pass by, he says, "Pardon me, miss." He said, "May I ask you something?" He said, if I give you $100, He said, would you take off your bikini top and just let me rub a little oil on your chest? She says, how dare you, I'm going to call the police. He said, no, don't do that, don't do that. He says, how about this? How about if I give you $500? You take off your top. Just let me rub a little oil on your chest, just for 30 seconds. I won't do anything else, I swear. She says, 500. I cannot do that. He says, all right, I got it. He says, how about this? $1,000. I'll give you $1,000. Take off your bikini top. Let me rub a little oil on your chest for about 30 seconds. Swear to God I won't do anything else. She says, $1,000? That's right. You won't do anything else? Swear. So she says, okay. So she takes off her bikini top. He starts rubbing her chest with the oil. And he says, oh my God. Oh my God. My God. She says, what's this oh my God stuff? He said, oh my God, where am I going to get $1,000?
He's a very hard worker, imaginative, and also writes music with Rui. This is John Rhodes.
I'm here in the spirits of the Rhodes Brothers. This is the second show I've done without my brother, Eddie. And so this is in the spirit of my brothers, Rui, Tommy, and Eddie. And of course, some of you have known this for years. But I got to tell you, I'm a little wacko, but I do believe, I have that belief now where I hear things, and I found out that Eddie, after he passed, he made it to heaven. Who'd have thunk? Huh? I mean, he passed purgatory.
You buying that?
You know, 7 up roses, got past the venial sins and all, got past all that. And so Eddie, you know, he never met a stranger. He's always meeting people and active and jumping and jiving. God knows you watched that for years. So Eddie got a part-time job in heaven. His job was, he was a greeter at the pearly gates.
Perfect.
I mean, St. Pete can't be there all day. So Eddie's up there at the pearly gates, and you know, he's watching the gates, and 3 little nuns, I'm sorry to say, sad story, they got in a car accident, all 3 of them were killed. But they were up at the pearly gates. But my brother Eddie's there, hey, it's cool, great big smile. So anyhow, the first little nun starts to walk in, and Eddie says, wait a minute, hang on, sister, you can't come in here right now. I mean, for God's sakes, they were shocked. I mean, they gave their lives. Celibacy and everything. God knows that was tough in the 60s. And so anyhow, the first little lady nun walks up, and he says, all you have to do is answer a question, then we'll be on our way. He says, okay, sister, answer me this. Who was the first man? She said, oh, that was Adam. He says, that's right, come on in. So the next little nun, she walks up there and he says, okay, sister, who was the first woman? She said, that was Eve. She said, that's right, come on in. The next little nun got up there and he says, okay, sister, what was the first thing that Eve said to Adam? She said, whew, that's a hard one. He said, that's right. Go right in there. Yeah, go in there. Have a gin and tonic. Hey, baby, it looks like it's gonna hail. Hey, baby, it looks like it's gonna hail. Well, no one will. Just driving everywhere, just driving everywhere, just driving everywhere, just driving everywhere, just driving everywhere.
Up to the eyes, not looking for a giveaway. Up to the eyes, not looking for a giveaway. All of the stairs,
This is Rhodes. He's the songwriter of the group, and a very good one. He's known as the singer since he has the best voice. He likes to paint. And of the four, he is the very dedicated one. This is Rhodes.
From all four Kentucky, everybody. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, loneliness. I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love, goodbye. There goes my baby. Oh, someone new. She shows happy, I sure knew. She was my baby, here we stepped in. Goodbye to romance, goodbye again. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. Goodbye. Bye-bye, love. The Everly Brothers.
Brothers was that. Give yourself a hand.
Thank you.
They're known as the Rhodes Brothers. They have something special, something different, an electricity about them that literally turns the audience on. I think you will agree with me that they truly are an outstanding group of young men. So, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Rhodes Brothers.
So true, I love you. Sunny, sunny, thank you for the sunshine. Okay.
Smile, you never ask me smile. The smile can bring you near to me. And I will give you all my love. I'm here if you are near to me.
Donny Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen.
This world has lost its glory. Let's start a brand new story now, my love. Right now, there'll be no other time, and I can show you how, my love. Talk in everlasting words, and let another word to be. You think that I don't give a thing, a single word I say. It's only words, and words are all I have. They take your love away. Everybody help me on my line. That's good, that's good. You think that I don't give a thing, a single word I say. It's only words, and words are all I have. You take your love away. It's only words, and words are all I have. You take your love away.
Tell them, brother.
It's only you take my heart away.
Johnny Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's pick it up. The Rhodes Brothers.
Do it again. On the dusty road, your love is uncontrollable. And when you get it, you got so much, but don't you worry. Everybody, I'm a soul man. Come on. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Soul man. I was broke up all the way here. I was never looking for a trade. I was educated and good start. And bring yourself on the baby. I did not stop. I'm a soul man. Soul man. I'm soul man. Soul man.
Johnny Rhodes, I hope you had a good time, because you worked me to death, but I really enjoyed it, and I hope we can do it sometime again in the future. Thanks, John. Love you.
Anymore, but I miss your lips. And there's no tenderness like before in your fingertips. You're trying hard not to show everybody, baby. Oh, baby, baby, I know it. You lost that love feeling. Whoa, that love feeling. You lost that love feeling. Now it's gone, There's no welcome look in your eyes when I look for you. You're starting to criticize.
I had a wonderful time. There was a lot of energy in there tonight, and it could go on all night as far as I'm concerned. They were very, very good, especially the drummer, Dave Smith, my brother.
Baby, baby, I'll get down on my knees for you. It's all right. It's my will.
If you would only love me like you do. Yeah.
Oh, we had a love you'll find every day. But don't make your love away.
Oh, they got a great sense of humor. Oh,
Here's the toast to the perfect wife. Who could ask for more? She's deaf and dumb, oversexed, and she owns a liquor store. Oh, yeah.
I needed oxygen.
I once knew a guy named Sweeney.
oh no.
Here we go. Who spilled some gin on his weenie. He thought it was uncouth, so he added some vermouth, and he slipped his wife a martini. Oh, I can build a castle with a grain of sand. Oh, but my life is incomplete, not so blue. Oh, can't get to you, baby. Can't get to you, baby. Can't get to you, baby. Can't get to you. Oh, I can fly like a bird in the sky. I can change a river into a burning fire. But my life is incomplete, not so blue. Oh, can't get to you, babe. Can't get to you, babe. Can't get to you, babe. Can't get to you. This is Motown.
Yeah, put on a great show. Yeah, we loved it. Hell yeah, it was great. You need to do it again next year, man.
Loving it.
Come on back one more time. Encore. Yeah.
You're all right.
God, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me play with you tonight.
Hey, Sugar Pie. Somebody found this in the hallway there, and we haven't lost and found. It's not keys or cell phone. Are you sure that this is lost and found, David? Is it? All right. Just doesn't look right. Anybody lose this in here? Anybody lose this? What do you lose? At all? Nobody? Nobody? You, sir? That's you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I'll give you somebody to give to you later. I'm not touching you. Gets a little tiring, doesn't it, huh? It's tough getting old.
Ain't for the weak of heart.
A little advice for, if you're a senior, a little advice. Never take a sleeping pill and a laxative on the same night. Don't do it. Just don't do it. And you know, everything goes when you get a little older. I mean, of course, the mind goes, you get a little slower. Of course, it's not a play on words, but it's a touchy subject. Sex diminishes a little bit, just a little bit. Sex. Like my wife and I, Kathy, she's younger than me.
About 20 years.
We have court sex. No, we have hallroom sex.
Hallroom sex. Oh, I know. Yeah, I've had that too.
Yeah, we pass each other in the hallway and say, "Screw you." Of course, Social Security sex. A little bit each month, but not enough to live on. Then court sex. That's when she just can't stand you. She takes you to court and screws you in front of everybody. You can go, I said, young man. Where you so long ago, you can't go there. And I'm sure you will find many ways you have a good time. Hey, 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 hey. It's from the state from YMCA. It's from the state from Okay, that's YMCA. God knows. It's good exercise.
Very simple.
It is simple. It's too simple. Let's face it, everybody here, we're in that generation where you give us a challenge, we accept it.
Absolutely.
We can climb that mountain. Climb that ladder. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss the moon, you're going to be playing among the stars. Oh, shut up, John. Okay.
Get on with it.
We're going to try this, and I hope you help me. We're going to do YMCA backwards. Okay? Backwards. What do you mean shaking your head? Of course you can. My South End friends down there, guys I went to school with from the first grade Corpus Christi right up through Aquinas. We can do it. It's A, C, M, Y.
Got it.
Got it? A, C, M, Y. Okay. Got it? All right, we're ready whenever you guys are. Whenever you're ready, right? You can take a selfie, you can have a good meal, you can do whatever you feel. It's something to yourself. A-C-M-Y, just got to say it. A-C-M-Y. You can take a selfie, you can have a good meal, you can do whatever you feel. It's something to yourself. Oh my God, got a Rhodes Brothers album? Oh my God almighty sakes.
1927, I think.
Oh, we signed it too.
This is Eddie, the baby of the brothers. He's also the liveliest. He joined the brothers by selling record albums to the audience. And since he became a regular, he has turned into quite a comedian. Everyone wants to love him.
We just got started, and somebody asked, how long do you think this party's gonna last? I said, all night long, all night long, all night long, all night long. We'll be right here, rolling on the boogie, all night long.
Little party, get the night up. Let's get into the trouble. We're gonna dance till the cows come home.
Jumping down the hall, they're dancing on the ceiling, they're dancing on the wall. The last thing I remember before the lights went out, I jumped on the table and I started to shout. I said, all night long, all night long, all night long, all night long. All night long. Thank you very much. We hope you had a good time, everybody. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Oh
gonna put a boogie on myself. There you go, Jason. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I want to thank everybody so very much. First of all, I want to thank Jeff and Eddie for putting it together, and the ladies and the band, and my beloved friend David Smith, who came all the way up from Florida.
Okay, for Dave, from up in Florida.
At last is Tom, the second oldest. Of the four, I'd say he is the quietest, but he is so important. He is the businessman for the brothers. He is also a singer with his good voice.
It's sentimental to me, of course. We talk about people that are not with us any longer. But you know, I feel humbled tonight. I'm flattered. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here tonight. So I would like to sing this song, The Spirit of My Brothers. Because life comes along once in a while, and God knows it goes fast. Sucks sometimes. Doesn't seem fair a lot of times. But you have to look at today. We have today, we have now, and we have this moment. And with that being said, I share this moment with you in thankfulness. I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sky at night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Now the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are shining on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're simply saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I ever knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. There's going to be some dancing in a little while. I get lost for words. I mumble, I stumble. But I want you to know, honest to God, it sounds corny. Rhodes Brothers have always been corny. But I love you all so much. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, shining on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're simply saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll look much more than I ever know. To myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, from my mother Rudy, Tommy, Eddie, and me, it's a wonderful world.
Donny Rhodes and the Rhodes Brothers, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up!
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy to do these kind of things. Trust me. And I'd like a nice round of applause for the people that helped us tonight for the Aquinas Scholarship Endowment Fund. First of all, my wife, Packy, worked her heart out tonight for this thing. And for that, she gets to stay another week. Barbara Mangini worked hard for this thing tonight. Give it up for her. Woodward helped us tonight very much. Good having you. And my Cucina di Pollina helped an awful lot too. He sold 2 tickets. I'd like to say that the person that did absolutely nothing was Gary Mangini. Well, thank you very much. Absolutely nothing.
Man knows how to do it.
Absolutely nothing. Steve on trombone, Jason on trumpet, Jeff on guitar, Anthony on bass, Susie on vocals, Amy on vocals, and our special guest, Dewey Smith, what a band, and don't forget Sonny Shepherd. Eddie, just stand still a minute. John, come here a second. I got 3 guys from Aquinas. I've wanted to say something to you for a long time, but they didn't have the nerve, and they said tonight, will you tonight?
Okay.
Again, Lou Nobile, President of the Aquinas Alumni Association. George Arnold, Class of 60. Jim Mennel, please, come on up here, Jimmy. You can stand, you don't have to say anything, because I know you're tongue-tied. What do you want to say to this guy, Lou?
John, there were 4,400 people that went to Aquinas from 1905 to a close in 1965. And you were one of those. There's about 1,600 of us left. And so here's what we would like to present to you because we're so proud of you. The Aquinas College High School Alumni Association, in recognition of John E. Rhodes, class of 1960. I don't think that makes you 60 years old. Right. For his outstanding contributions in the music and entertainment arena. His professional and dedicated service over many years is a source of pride to all Aquinas alumni. We appreciate your commitment and the support of the Aquinas Scholarship Endowment Fund, and are pleased to present you this small token of our appreciation, presented this 3rd day of October, 2014.
Donny Rhodes. This guy, you already got your microphone. I know you don't know how to speak in public, but go ahead and give it a shot. George Arnold.
John. I think everyone here really appreciates you coming back. It's brought back a lot of fond memories to everyone. One of the things that we can do best to give public recognition to some of our outstanding citizens is to have a recognition from the mayor and the Columbus City Council. So from this recognition from Andy Gidner and the other members of the City Council, I would just like to read a couple of excerpts from this resolution for John, because it'll bring back a lot of fond memories to everybody. Whereas in 1959, 4 brothers from the south end of Columbus, Ohio, started singing Christmas carols on Christmas morning as the oldest brother, Rui, played ukulele on a toy ukulele. The extended family was overwhelmed as they were suddenly listening to a unique sound of harmonies. That day was the beginning of the sound and careers of the Rhodes Brothers. John and his brothers performed around the country, made numerous appearances on the Mike Douglas TV show, and recorded CDs, entertained on the main stage at the Ohio State Fair with Bob Hope, and have done shows for benefits of charities throughout the country. So, from the Columbus City Council, John, here to you is a resolution of, come on, George, get this microphone straight, a certificate of recognition. And from the mayor, just one little excerpt from his. If I can find it, it's tough reading up here. We are honored that you have brought recognition to our city and wish you the best on your performance at the Triple Threat concert, which we've already just seen. And I'll tell you guys and girls, I haven't had that much to drink tonight either.
Johnny Rhodes, ladies and gentlemen, that's our appreciation. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, George. Thank you, Jimmy. I want to say just one more thing. We'll get out of here. I know you're snoozing. But it was an absolute thrill for me to play with John tonight. I've always idolized them and the brothers and stole all their material, and I really loved them. Me and Dave took hours writing this stuff down, didn't we, David? But it was a sheer pleasure. And John, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting me play with you tonight. It's time to celebrate. We need to get on the dance floor.
Brothers in the band and the girls.
Yes, most definitely.
The girls did good, right?
It was great.
Yep, they were good. They were good.
Thank you so much.
Bless you. Good.
All right.
John, it's a great show. It's Tom and Angie McGovern. Good to see you, and God bless you.
God bless you. Big time. Love ya.
You do a good job there, bud.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bye, Susie. Love you.
Well, there's a party going on right here. I celebrate, gonna last throughout the year. So bring your good times, and your laughter too. Woo! Party with you. Celebration. Come on and have a good time. Celebration. Everybody listen, woman,
Oh, y'all can really dance. Y'all was not playing. Oh my God.
Where just all people have it?
Well, I tell you what, you ain't missed a beat, baby.
It's alright. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Y'all ready?